So, konting background nga po si Coach Tin at si Doc, ang aking coaches, sponsor. And I'm very blessed this morning kasi kasama ko sila ngayon sa Zoom. Pare-pares kami nandito, especially si Mother Arlene. So, yon, baka magkaiyakan pa kami, pero thank you, I'm blessed to have these people in my life. So, punta po tayo sa ating topic. Hello po ulit sa mga nasa Zoom at FB Live, and especially po doon sa mga guest po, si Ate Melody and si Ate Chick. So, let's talk about our topic this morning. So, how to build muscle effectively, the role of protein, diet, and exercise. Ang ating pong article is from Susan Bowerman. Sino po siya? Senior Director, Worldwide Nutrition, Education, and Training. Ang ating pong reference ay iamherbalife.nutrition.com. So, tulad po ng maraming nag-share kanina, ako rin po ay may personal na experience with Herbalife Nutrition. Lori Rivas, I'm a three-time C-section mama. Ako po ay virtual assistant, social media manager, social media management na worker when I met Herbalife. And ang aking pong product results, I have lost more than 30 amazing pounds, including more than 10% ng body fats. And sinunod ko po yung meal plan na binigay ni Coach. Nakipagtrabaho po ako sa kanya. Ganun po ako naging ka-diligent at kakulit during that time. Alam po yan ni Coach Tin. And marami pong pag-unlearn na naganap during the process. And at the same time po, yung pag-join sa Virtual Nutrition Club, dito po, has been a very great part nung learning ko kasi dito rin po ako unang natuto na appreciate ko more yung Herbalife Nutrition, what it does to my body, dun sa process ko ng weight loss. And in this process din po kasama ko si husband. In terms of product appreciation po, doon namin na-consider ang pagiging member. Kasi it's practical for us dahil dalawa kaming gumagamit at that time. Pero ginol na rin namin yung 50% kasi along the way, we saw that it's really beneficial for our kids. Not just for our kids, but for my mom, for the extended family. And in turn, with the learnings, nakita rin po namin na it's really great. Everyone deserves good nutrition. So kaya po ginol namin yung 50%. Right? And right now po, we're enjoying not just the discounts, but the benefits of being able to share more to our community and continue sharing the power of good nutrition to the community. So I'm very blessed to have Doc, si Coach Tate, and si Mother Arlene and the rest of the VNC family. Kasi po, tuloy-tuloy po yung learning dito. And thank you rin po sa mga tao na nandito ngayon and doing the journey with me. Alright, so much about me. Let's go to our topic. So in terms of muscle building, according to the article of Susan Bowerman, pag tinanong daw tayo kung ano yung ginagawa natin or kailangan natin for muscle building, ang sagot ng iba, protein, protein, protein. Pero undeniably, sir, dito rin sa present time natin, pag tinanong mo kung anong ginagawa for muscle building, sabi magbuhat, magbuhat, magbuhat. But today we'll learn more about the background of muscle building, the protein, the diet, and the exercise. So protein is important. Muscles are made up of protein, and our body requires adequate protein in the diet. So if we cut calories, let me also add that too much of cutting of calories can affect our protein intake. So ang nangyayari po is may tendency din na kung ano yung protein intake natin sa body natin, makakat din natin or mababurn natin yon. Kaso yun nga yung nagsusupport din sa muscle building natin. So to effectively build muscle mass, we want to ensure that we have enough calories to support our activity and the right balance of nutrients. So, yun po yun. Next natin. Ayan. So, why it takes more than just protein to build muscles? Number 1, fuel up with carbohydrates. So, sa atin pong macronutrients, sabi po, carbs is 40%, protein is 30%, fats is 30%. So, sabi po dito, carbs may look like it's the enemy. Sabi ni Coach Tin yan kanina dun sa flyer for tomorrow. Pero hindi po talaga. In its essence, hindi siya kasi fuel siya sa body natin. But we have to take note of highly refined carbohydrates and sweets. Bakit din po sinasabi na fuel siya? Kasi without adequate carbohydrates to fuel our exercise, yung protein nga po na nakain na natin might get burned as our fuel. So, to avoid burning yung essential na part ng muscle building natin, we have to make sure that we include high quality carbohydrates in our diet. Ayan. Right carbohydrates help fuel the activity, including working muscles. So good sources of carbohydrates, full grains, beans, fruits, vegetables. But we take note nga po that we have to include high quality carbs and some examples of carbohydrates that we can have during our workout or for our workout. And later on, I'll share more about what we can eat na part po ng Herbalife Nutrition line of products. Why it takes more than just protein to build muscle? Number 2, get some healthy fats. So small amounts of the right kind are very important. Actually dito, yung fats, nagiging taboo na term siya in terms of dieting, pero there are the right kind. And in just the small amounts, very beneficial siya sa body natin. And also, fatty acids are a vital structural component of every cell membrane, including the muscle cells. So the body relies on fat to fuel moderate intensity, longer-term exercise. So good sources of fatty acid, nuts, seeds, fatty fish, olive oil, avocado. And at the same time po dito sa Herbalife, we have this Herbalife line, the good source of omega-3 fatty acid that helps us get this good balance of the presence of omega-3 and omega-6 in our body. You can ask your coach or the person invited you here regarding Herbalife line po. Ayan. For number 3, protein intake and timing are key. So bakit nga kaya ang sabi, the process of muscle protein synthesis, that's something that we should take note, is stimulated by strength training activity. Pero, pag tayo rin ay nag-i-intake ng protein, nasi-stimulate din daw natin yung MPS na yan. So let me just add that the process of muscle protein synthesis, kaya siya important na nagpo-protein tayo or nasa-spread out natin yung protein natin kasi once that happens, it is greater under that condition versus yung typical pattern na smaller protein in the morning and then higher protein in the lunch, etc. An important note then as well that both plant-based and animal-based protein sources provide necessary building blocks for the MPS, but different proteins are digested and absorbed at different rates. Let me also add then, according to the article of Susan Bowerman, that animal proteins aren't necessary in order to build muscle. With careful planning and attention to total intake, even the vegetarians or vegans can consume enough protein to support muscle development. Ayan. So continuing po with our topic, best diet and nutrition tips for building muscle. So sabi po dito, how to spread your protein intake and how often should you eat? So bullet point number 1, time your eating so that it works with your workout. Next is aim for 3 regular meals and a couple of snacks. For those who have started your wellness journey and you have coaches, you may have been already provided with a meal plan. And as you can see, naka-spread out po sa araw natin yung ating pagkain and walang ini-encourage na pagpapagutom. Kasi it's really important that we supply our body, but we'll talk more about that. So with this bullet point po, we can provide our body with the fuel that it needs from the carbohydrates as well as a steady supply of protein to stimulate the muscle protein synthesis as mentioned earlier. So kailangan po may presensya siya ng protein and good amount of carbohydrates para po yung process ng MPS na yon tuloy-tuloy for effective muscle building. Yeah, number 2, what to eat before a workout. Bullet point number 1, start our workout well-hydrated and well-fueled. Siyempre, mahirap mag-exercise ng uhaw o gutom, right? So, see next slide for examples po. Ayan, for the fluids, we drink around 2 cups of water 2 to 3 hours before, and then another cup about 15 to 20 minutes before. For our meals naman po, ang suggestion, if there's time pa to digest, regular breakfast, eggs, yogurt, whole grain toast, whole grain cereals, milk, soy milk, and fruit. As you can see, they are good sources of carbohydrates, not the highly refined ones. And next naman po, if kakain tayo fairly close to our workout time, very wise po yung protein shake, but make sure it's a protein shake that also has a source of carbohydrates. Other add-ons can be fruits and vegetables such as carrots, sweet potatoes, or rolled oats. So some examples din naman po of free workout meal ideas. Pwede nyo po yan i-screenshot. If you don't have access to your shake, pwede nyo pong i-consider itong mga to. But also, we'll talk about how calories or choosing lower calorie nutrient dense food can be beneficial for your workout in your goal to effectively build your muscles. Ayan. Number 3, what to eat after workout. So our body, our muscles, yan, need some healthy carbohydrates and about 10 to 20 grams of high quality protein to help them repair and recover. So sa post-workout meal ideas, meron din po tayo niyan, but later on, we'll also be sharing ano ba yung post-workout na pwede nating mainom na part ng Herbalife line of products. Ayan. Number 4, what are good snacks between meals? So snacks should still be the same healthy balance of protein and carbohydrates. So wala pong hindi balanse na nire-require for muscle building. Kasi po it boils back down to the nutrients that we're taking in. So some muscle gain snacks na pwede nyo po makonsider. Ayan, you can take a screenshot of this part din po. Ayan. Number 5, how to gain muscle without putting on the fat. So let's choose lean proteins such as fish, poultry, low-fat dairy products, beans and tofu, and healthy carbohydrates such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, over sugars, and refined starches. So na-mention na po ito kanina that we take note or we watch out our highly refined carbohydrates and sweets. Additionally, in order to build muscle po, our body requires additional nutrients and calories. However, minention po ni Susan Bowerman na it doesn't give us the license to eat as much as we want. So take note po natin yan na hindi daw po lisensya na kumain lang tayo as much as we want, especially the types of food na lihis sa ating goals. At the same time, if we take in more calories than what our body can burn or what our body burns, whether kung ano man yung source niyan, kahit from healthy foods or well-balanced diet, yung basic concept po ng calorie in, calorie out, magiging excess calories po siya na magiging stored fat sa body natin. So bakit po lean proteins and healthy carbohydrates? Yung lean proteins po na na-mention dyan are relatively lower in calories, pero nakukuha po natin yung benefits of taking in protein. And at the same time po, yung healthy carbohydrates can be relatively lower in calories, but at the same time, it's not the highly refined carbohydrates that we're taking in. So parang na-hit po natin yung goal natin na nakakapag-up tayo ng intake natin or nakakapag-up tayo ng additional nutrients, pero hindi natin na-trigger yung too much na pagtaas ng calorie intake natin. Ayan. So how to design the best workout plan for muscle building? For this part po, in-include ni Susan Bowerman din sa article, yung tips from Denise Cervantes. Sino ba si Denise Cervantes? Sports performance and fitness specialist na part po ng Herbalife Nutrition. Yung best tips niya for strength training. So number 1, dyan sa part na yan, how to build physical strength. So strength training, also known as resistance training, is the main form of exercise you want to focus on to build muscle. So let's take note of 2 important terms, mechanical tension and metabolic stress. So konting background about it, we need to make sure that we are creating mechanical tension, meaning we are using a heavy enough weight to challenge the muscles through a full range of motion. So hindi magkakaroon, kumbaga parang yung concept is hindi magkakaroon ng muscle building kung sobrang gaan lang ng binubuhat natin. So muscle tension is we need to challenge our muscles. And sa training, it must also cause metabolic stress. What does that mean? Hindi yung metabolism na iniisip natin na nagbo-burn tayo para pumayat tayo. Ang sinasabi dito na metabolic stress is we will know kapag meron tayong metabolic stress is kapag yung muscle natin nakaka-feel ng fatigue because it has used all of its stored energy to fuel the contractions and complete the set or the reps. So two basic concepts po under that part, hindi naman na natin i-discuss masyado, pero yun po yung mechanical tension and metabolic stress na part po ng effective muscle building. These stresses you apply to the muscle will cause damage to the muscle fibers, causing micro tears, which send signals to the cells to regrow back stronger and bigger. Kaya rin po, nagkakaroon ng essence yung paglo-load back natin ng tama at proper nutrients sa body natin so that when it grows back, it's stronger and it's bigger. Yan. Next natin. What is the best gym equipment for muscle building? So, according to Denise Cervantes, we start with machines as they initially put us in a safe position during the movement as we get to understand the process of applying stress on the muscle. So we want our body to understand the necessary stress the muscle need para mag-grow. So ito po yung example, pero hindi naman na po natin masyado i-discuss. For the leg press, it's fueling, hold on po, hindi ko makita yung sarili kong slide. Fuel mechanical and metabolic stress on the legs and the glutes. Ayan. The Smith machine for the beginners, it gets stresses for the upper body and chest muscles. Effective muscle building free weights includes barbells, dumbbells, and kettlebells. This is preferred for more advanced or intermediate lifters. Ayan. How long does it take to build muscle daw? Can I build muscle quickly? Ayan, muscle building po takes time. So we'll need a proper program tailored to our lifestyle and fitness level. And remember that rest po and good nutrition will affect our results. And let me also add from this picture, ayan, if done right, you will feel stronger on the 6th to 8th week of your lifting program. These are neuromuscular gains that you are feeling. Your body will adapt to the movements and feeling of the weights, and the muscles become more coordinated. So nafe-feel po natin na mas lumalakas na tayo sa pagbubuhat natin. At the same time, our brain to muscle signals are becoming more efficient. So mas nagkakaroon po ng connection yung brain and muscle natin. So parang mas na-enhance din natin or mas na-improve natin yung pagbubuhat natin. Additionally, around the 12th week of the training, if you are resting well and eating well, so dinagdag po talaga yun we will start to notice muscle growing. This is when you may also feel that your clothes are fitting differently. So proseso po ang muscle building, hindi po siya mabilisan lamang. At the same time, strong emphasis po dun sa rest and eating well. So mamaya po, mababalikan natin or mamimension ulit natin yung topic tungkol sa rest. And how often should you work out to build muscle? To stimulate muscle gain, we will need to give each part a rest after working out at the gym. So meron pong tinatawag na training split schedule. So tingnan na po natin sa next slide. Hindi ko na po masyado i-discuss ito, but as you can see, on the Monday to Sunday setup, iba-iba po yung body parts na nakalaan for a day, and meron pong actual rest na hindi nabubuhat or wala siyang muscle building activity. So that it gives time for our muscles to repair, recover, and regrow. Yan po siya. So, can take a screenshot of it po if you wanna explore already on your muscle building activity. Ayan, number 5, how many sets and reps are needed to build muscle daw? When training, we will want a program that challenges our strength. So, na-mention po yun kanina, our muscles need to be challenged. So, we will need to assess what our maximum repetition is. So, dito po sa part na ito, if you are starting out or you just don't have an idea yet kung ano yung repetition, maximum repetition na pwede mong gawin, this means that you will be choosing weights based on how you feel. So the rule of thumb according to Denise Cervantes is that when working at your perceived exertion, is that at the last 3 to 4 reps of the set, you should feel somewhat of a challenge. So, meron din naman pong mga coaches, fitness coaches, na pwedeng makapag-guide around that process that you want to do, especially with building muscle. Pero just in case that you don't have, meron pong rule of thumb nga na sinabi na at the last 3 to 4 reps of each of your set, you should feel somewhat of a challenge. So meron pong actual na na-exert or na-feel nyo around your muscle na meron po talaga siyang ginagawa. So ito po yung customized set and reps ranges depending on one's goal on the next slide. So if you want to focus on muscle strength, if you want to focus on muscular endurance, or if you want to increase strength or power, you can take a screenshot of this po. This will be helpful as our reference is a sports specialist, performance specialist. All right. Ayan. Number 6, how do rest, recovery, and sleep affect your progress? Our energy levels are impacted by sleep, which also aids in physical recovery and healing. It's recommended that we get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So hindi po pwedeng buhat lamang ng buhat. Hindi po pwedeng exercise lamang ng exercise. We need to pay attention to our rest as well because the muscle is going through tearing. So it needs healing, it needs recovery. Kung hindi po natin bibigyan yung body natin ng rest, recovery, and sleep, parang masasayang lang din po. Kumbaga, hindi natin mamamaximize yung effort natin na binibigay na natin. Total, naglaan na rin lang tayo ng oras para dun sa activity na yon. Might as well, dagdagan na natin din ang tamang pahinga. And as shared earlier, we have 7 pillars of good health. Kasama po rin talaga dun yung rest. Alright. So as we end, gaining muscle is one thing, but maintaining it is another. To keep the results you work so hard to achieve, it is essential to stick to a routine, including a diet rich in muscle-building foods and effective exercises. Yeah. And according to Denise Cervantes, protein shakes are extremely convenient, making them useful for active individuals. Whey protein and plant-based proteins such as soy or pea have shown to most effectively promote muscle growth and recovery. Ayan. And ito po yung share ko. Dito po sa Herbalife Nutrition, as you've seen earlier, may Formula 1 nutritional shake mix, 19 essential vitamins and minerals. As mentioned din po ni Coach Agnes kanina, yung benefits ng shake. Can also have add your personalized protein powder to up your protein intake for your daily nutrition. And as shown earlier po, may Formula 1 Sport, H24 Formula 1 Sport that you can use before your exercise to power you through the workout. And then after your exercise, as shown earlier din po, rebuild strength is good for your post-workout. Nandyan din, you can learn more about it, can get in touch with your coach or the person invited you here to really explore on these products din po to learn more about it. And for our article today, it's from Susan Bowerman, Senior Director, Worldwide Nutrition Education and Training. She also serves as Vice Chair of the DAB or Dietetic Advisory Board, and she educates distributors like us about our global nutrition philosophy and is responsible for the development of nutrition education and training materials. So reference, I am herbalifenutrition.com. On the search field po, you can type in the keywords build muscle effectively or role of protein and diet, or you can copy the entire title. Makikita nyo po yung article and you can learn more about Susan Bowerman. And we're very proud to share with you the articles of our experts and as well as the products because Herbalife Nutrition is #1 in the world in meal replacement and protein supplements combined, weight management and well-being, active and lifestyle nutrition. And say yes to good nutrition because here in the Philippines, Herbalife has been recognized as a super brand. It ensures consumers like us that we are availing a product that is excellent in its category. And maraming salamat po. I hope that you learned a thing or two from this topic today that pwedeng nyo na pong i-apply sa inyong personal wellness journey or pwede nyo pong ma-share sa ating community. Thank you again. This is Coach Lori. Back to you po, Coach Tim.